Hi guys. Today you're going to be quote unquote doing a lab. I'm doing all the work. You're just continuing to finish it up and calculate some information and make some results. So kind of like the last one where we did porosity and permeability, I did everything and you're just doing and finishing it up. Okay. So this is a lab. This will be on the daily agenda. And what you're going to do is you're going to open this up. It's a Google Doc, so everybody should have access to this and everybody should be able to manipulate it the same way. The first thing you want to do is watch my video with all of the data. Okay, and as you watch the video, you're going to type in the numbers for all the different times for the dry bulb and the wet bulb right here. So I do that outside. I'm collecting this information throughout the day, and you're just typing in the numbers there. After you have all those numbers typed in, you're going to use your reference table and figure out what the dew point and the relative humidity are throughout the day, given the dry bulb and the wet bulb. Okay, and you guys can watch yesterday's video on how to do that if you forget how. After you've collected all this information and typed in all this information, you're going to be graphing the results of this information using Google Sheets, which I'm going to show you how to do next. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to graph your results of your lab. What you're going to need to do is, obviously, you're going to have all the data filled in here. And so you're going to highlight everything and just say Control C or just say copy, right? Right click and hit copy. And then you're going to open up a Google Sheets form. So if you don't know how to get to Google Sheets, go up to these three or these little boxes up here, go down to where it says Sheets. You're going to open up a brand new document. So you're going to click on blank. And then you're going to paste all of your data into Google Sheets. So you can just right click and hit paste, and all of your information code should go in here. Now, a little heads up. We do not need to graph the results of the wet bulb. So I'm just going to click on the column right there. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to hit delete column. Okay, so now all I have are the dry bulb, the dew point, and the relative humidity, as well as the time. Now, because I don't have anything written down here, I'm going to go to another sheet that I already had open, and I'm going to show you it all filled in. So I have some numbers filled in here, and you're going to have obviously different numbers than what I have. I just made these up this morning. So I'm going to highlight everything in my data. So I'm highlighting all of it. And then I'm going to come over here where there's this little graph and it says insert chart. So I'm just going to click on that button and it automatically makes a graph for you. Now, this is not set up perfectly yet. We need to do a couple of things first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the title, and you can just double click that title. We're just going to call it dew point / humidity / temperature, and today's date, which was 4/27/20. Okay, and that's a good enough title for now. All right, now next thing you're going to do is you're going to double click this yellow line, the humidity line. I'm going to double click it, and you're going to see over here on the right hand side, it's going to give you some options for editing this thing. And so what we need to do, I'm going to double click it again because I just got out of it. Right now, it says that the axis is the left axis. I want to change that to the right axis. All right, so that changes everything. So now you can see my information for relative humidity is actually on the right-hand side and my dew point and temperature on the left side. Okay, so over here, we need to add some titles. So I'm going to double click this, okay, or just click that. And you'll see over here, it gives you some customization for this thing. And I'm not going to worry about all this stuff. So what I want to do is on the right-hand side where it says customize, you'll see chart and axis titles. I click on that. And we already edited the chart title, so just ignore that. Let's go to the vertical axis title. So clicking right here, go to vertical axis title. And now we're going to type in, for this side, temperature. And that's degrees Celsius. I'm just going to write C in parentheses like that. And as you can see, automatically it puts it over there. Now we also want to change the right vertical axis. So just again, click here, right vertical axis title. That's the relative humidity. So relative humidity, and that's, whoops, can't spell. And that's percent. So percent in parentheses. Okay. So far it looks pretty good. We have one more thing to do. I'm going to click out of this. If you look at the time, it doesn't show all the times down here. So I'm just going to click on the horizontal scale on the bottom, and down here it'll say treat labels as text. I'm just going to click that box, and boom, now we have all our numbers written out for the whole entire day. Okay, so we're almost done. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this graph in general. I'm going to right click. Actually, I'm just going to say Control C. I'm copying this thing. Then I'm going to go back to my actual lab, and down here where it says watch my video for how to graph your results, just insert this graph right here by just copying and pasting it right there. Whoops, that didn't do it. We're going to paste it in there. Hold on, go back to this again. Click on this and get rid of this. Copy this graph. Edit. Copy. Go to the graph. Okay, so now I'm pasting it in here. Now what it will say is link to spreadsheet, question mark. Yeah, that's fine. You can just leave it as link to spreadsheet. We're going to paste it in there, and ta-da, there it is. Okay, so there's your graph. I'm going to get rid of the other one from before. And now it's inserted into my actual lab. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to answer all the questions down below. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Thanks. Hi, good morning, guys. We're going to start our lab. We're going to be measuring the humidity throughout the day. Today is Tuesday, the 27th, or sorry, Monday the 27th. And I have my psychrometer, and we're going to spin it for a minute. This is going to be a pretty boring video. Maybe I can speed that up, cut this out a little bit. Okay. Now remember, as the psychrometer spins, the water on the wet bulb is evaporating. And if you have a lot of evaporation taking place, then it should cool down a lot. However, as you can see, it's a rainy day here in Syracuse, so we'll see what happens. I'm guessing I'm not going to have any evaporation. I'm guessing because it's raining currently that they should have the exact same temperature. But we'll see. All right, so the wet bulb temperature is 4 degrees Celsius, and the dry bulb temperature is approximately 5 degrees Celsius. So 5 and 4, okay? 5 degrees Celsius and 4 degrees Celsius after spinning for a minute. And the time is 9 o'clock a.m. Alright, it is 10 o'clock and we're going to try this again. Spinning it for a minute. Check the results. Alright, wet bulb down to 4 degrees Celsius and dry bulb 5 degrees Celsius. So as you can see, no change. Alright guys, 11 o'clock a.m. Let's see what happens. Doesn't feel much different out here. This is going to be a very boring result, but we'll see. Spin it for a minute. Alright, let's check the results here, guys. The temperature of the wet bulb is down to 4 degrees Celsius, and the dry bulb is at 5 degrees Celsius. Again, no change. It is noon, 12 o'clock, and we're going to run this again. I just wanted to show you that I'm dipping this into the water every time. And then you just bring it out a little bit, squeeze some of the water out so it's not going to soak you. Though it doesn't really matter because it's raining right now. So let's try it again. We're going to spin it for a minute. Alright, let's check the results. Let's see, wet bulb is down to 4 degrees Celsius. Dry bulb is at 5 again. Man, this is going to be a boring day. 2 o'clock p.m. and Micah is going to do this next round, so go ahead, Micah, spin it for a minute. Don't hit yourself in the head.
I won't.
Alright, let's check the results. Alright, so results are wet bulb on 5 degrees, dry bulb, and it's about 6. Alright, so it's a slight difference, guys. We got 6 for the dry bulb, 5 for the wet bulb. Not a huge difference, but there you go. It's 2 o'clock. Try this again. Alright, let's check our results here. Let's see, wet bulb is at 5 degrees and dry bulb is at like 7 degrees. Okay. Guys, 3 o'clock. Another round of spinning the psychrometer. Alright, let's check the results. Let's see what we got here. Alright, the wet bulb is at, I'd say, 5 degrees Celsius. Dry bulb is, again, I'd say at 7 degrees Celsius. Okay, so 7 and 5. Same as last time. 4 o'clock, we got 2 more to go. Not much has changed all day long, but let's see what this one does. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have a temperature for the wet bulb of approximately 5 degrees, maybe 5.5. And the temperature on the dry bulb of, again, that might be up to 8. So we're going to call it 6. So 8 and 6. Okay? 5 o'clock, our last set of data to collect for today. See how this one goes. Hasn't been a whole lot of change today, but that's okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Last set here. Alright, wet bulb is down to about 5. Dry bulb, we're hovering around about 7. Okay, so last set of data. We got 7 and 5. What you're going to have to do now is go back, fill out the results, check out how to make the graph, and complete the lab on all the questions, okay? All right, guys, so I wanted to share this photo. Ironically, about half an hour after I collected that last bit of data, the sun started to pop out and it started to clear off, and now it's a clear sky this evening. So anyway, kind of funny that I collected all day in the rain and it's finally clear. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice weather too. So while you're doing this lab, it'll be nice and sunny outside, but when I collected it was pretty nasty. Anyway, when you're done, please submit your lab as a Google Doc through MyCBA. And if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to ask. And I hope you guys have a great day today. All right, thanks.